Glaikit with the Falco. Okay, it's looking a bit. It looks like they're adjusting to the lag maybe a little bit. There's some missed L cancels happening and some just standing in place.
That was a pretty gruesome start.
Yeah,
kind of felt like neutral wasn't really being played.
No.
Things were just being missed in front of Falco, and Falcon was getting punished for it.
And Shlim taking that stock with just pure reads, even despite missing multiple out cancels. Okay, but Glaikit has the net break combos though. Okay. Are we hitting L cancels now? Yeah, we are. Okay, we're online. Shlim's online. Oh, that was.
Ooh, what the hell?
Risky. Oh, butt grab. Nice read. Or was it a reaction?
That's an element of
the yeah, definitely a read.
The things that you rely on when you're a mid-tier player, they transcend into your higher tiered characters very strangely.
Yeah.
I'm not
what
surprised.
Would you say in this specific case?
I think when I play the Marios, I'm often sort of going for these hard reads.
Yep.
The Marios do have strong options if they can connect them, but they don't really have the neutral to consistently confirm into them. So seeing Falcon, who does have the neutral to consistently confirm, but he's being played by a previous Dark main. I'll dab its die hard, I guess.
Yeah. But it's completely even. I think that stock, it's looking a little bit more clean now. It seems they've adjusted a little bit. And yep, these reads really working out. He's got on most of them.
Yeah.
I think kind of misspaced a little bit there.
Is that a reliable... That kind of worries me when you go straight out the gate with loads of reads without taking the huge lead. If you've made loads of reads, but you haven't reached the point where you've intimidated your opponent, they have more time to adapt.
Although, what would be the alternative, right? Because you might be going for reads to condition them into certain options or continuously mixing up their options and turning different situations into guesses, right?
Yeah, this is true, I guess. So I guess that question is Shlim ready for the next, the reads on reads kind of situation?
Yeah.
Is he aware of that conditioning? Is he aware of what his opponent starts to do when they get...
Yes. Is he looking to catch on to tendencies, or is he just kind of just rock, paper, scissoring, guessing every time, right? That's the real question. Because it's all good and well to guess, but...
I don't want to butcher other FGC servers, but I hear people say level 1 and stuff a lot, and I feel that can apply in lots of ways. And then this is if he's got that level 1 read, and it's working for now, but if Glaikit adapts to that and goes, okay, well I understand that level 1 play, will Shlim have the level 2 ready, I guess. But
yeah, exactly. And then the level 3 beats the level 1, right? So you have to constantly be shifting.
Yes. But that was interesting. That was an interesting match.
I felt like
if Shlim gets his big swings, he pulls through. But if nothing major happens, then it seems like Glaikit will just slowly win.
Yeah. It felt like Shlim, as the game was going on, was gradually getting more and more control of the game and the neutral.
Yeah.
It felt like Glaikit was still kind of playing the scrambly way that they were playing in the first stock at the end. I mean, he managed to close it out, but it felt like that was in Shlim control by the end.
Was Shlim playing to Falcon's strengths in the matchup? He seems like he's being very aggro.
Yes.
Getting overwhelmed a lot.
And this is the old style of Falcon, right? Yeah. Which is more aggro, using speed, trying to overwhelm, and going for a lot of hard reads, right? It's not really the new optimal way of Falcon.
Yes.
Which is very option select and reaction based.
And I think that old style of Falcon is the one that traditionally loses to the Falcos and the Sheiks.
Yes, exactly.
With the good defensive options.
Or at least, it depends how the Falco's playing, but at least it's much less consistent, right?
Yeah.
At the very least.
it's playing into the kind of the Falco that most Falcos want to play.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
one that throws out a lot of moves. Some defensive, some offensive, but because Falco doesn't have like a huge amount of movement speed, normally people that do play and enjoy Falco, they're more about pressing buttons than moving around a lot.
Yeah, absolutely. And I feel like Glaikit could have closed out the stock there with a back air previously with the edge guard, but he went to the F smash. I mean, cleans it up now, but took some extra percent when he didn't necessarily need to.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of how Glaikit's been controlling space. You see how he just kind of, like immediately, in that small exchange, he retreated with lasers so far away, like Schlimm was in on the left side of the stage, and then Glaikit just gave him all of the stage and lasered in the corner.
Yep.
And then when he approached, he went like right through his shield with a nair, and then was just trapped in the corner. He got away with it, but it's something to look out for.
Yes, and you're absolutely right, because the Falcon at that point, I mean, Falcon has such high mobility, he can just take stage, and then suddenly with one jump, Falco's in the corner.
Yeah.
And one move, and it's an edgeguard situation, right? So, and with a stage like Dreamline, you don't necessarily need to retreat to the other side of the stage to fire lasers, right? You can stay at the mid-range.
Yeah,
and
there's a lot of space.
Yeah, and people talk about this all the time, but Falcon has certain zones of influence, and I think the mid-range is where Falcon tends to struggle, where a dash, short hop, neutral air would overshoot, and a in-place short hop neutral air drifting forward wouldn't reach. It's kind of like an awkward space for Falcon, right? So I feel like maybe lasering at that space is better. And that way you don't need to give up the entire stage as well.
Yeah. It does seem like that like minute spacing, I'm not really saying.
And I think Schlimm, again, he's looking kind of like the end of the last game. He's looking in control, but this time it's for the whole game. So I guess it's overall working out. Landing with a knee.
He hasn't made like Schlimm was making like a lot of not great aerials on Falco Shield, and that was costing him so much. It seemed that even though he had like a better understanding of what Glaikit wanted to do, it just didn't matter. He just kept missing. But now it's it's looking pretty.
Yeah, I mean, Falco can bring it back with one juicy combo. But right now, pretty much any stray hit, any stray hit is gonna lead into a bad situation. And he's doing the thing Falcos do when they're on their last stock at high percent. Just laser.
Very restrained.
And I mean, he's tacking on the percent.
He's so much percent with those lasers.
This is looking good for Glaikit now.
This is genuinely.
I felt like he was going to go for an F smash read because the whole game he's been going for F smash reads on text, and this is the one time he doesn't. Oh my god, the jump over knee? What, these side Bs? Is that it?
I can't believe you did that.
Yeah, that's it.
I can't believe you got away with that.
Wow.
Schlimm got nothing.
Okay, let's talk about these side Bs that Schlimm was doing at the end. I mean, at that percent,